Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and it's a resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo. We're taking on Cologne today, 12th against 13th. You will notice we have fallen down the table a little bit. It's still very early in the season. I think we've only about 12 games in, maybe something like that. So still plenty of time for us to turn things around, but we have struggled a little bit recently. Last episode was disaster, and yeah, we have lost off screen as well. So it's been a bit bad. But I'm hoping we can get a win today. Cologne, we are just ahead of them. And I'm hoping that we can get a good result because we need a good result at the moment. So yeah, last episode was just an absolute disaster. We shipped 5 goals to Nurnberg. So it wasn't a great performance at all. Defending was just an absolute shambles. And yeah, that started what ended up being a pretty bad run. And we started off losing 2-1 at home to Mönchengladbach. A good team. Like, they're in the Champions League, I think. So they're doing very, very well. And yeah, I think we're expected to not get anything from this. Again, we're just not playing very well at the moment. I don't know what it is. We're just not creating anything. We're back to that point where we're just not getting enough shots away, really. So it's really not good. It was 2-0 in the first half for Mönchengladbach. The defender, Lisandro Martinez, scored on 26 minutes to give them the 1-0 lead. And then the winger, Pep Capo, 10 minutes later, doubled that lead. And the away side were 2-0 up before half-time. We created very little in this game. We only got a consolation goal, and it was deep in the stoppage time as Tarnat scored in the 93rd minute to give us 1 goal. So at least we scored. That goal was probably the only sort of chance we had. It was just not good. We did pick up a win in the league, though. We beat Mainz 1-0. Mainz are a team that we've struggled to get results against. There's been a lot of games between these two sides. And this is only the second one that we won. Mainz have won one. The rest have all been draws. I don't know how many times we've faced him. It might be about 9 or 10 times. But I'd say probably about 7 of those have been draws. A lot of them have been 0-0 draws as well. But we got the 1-0 win. A good defensive performance, which is a nice change from what we've been seeing. But this one, yeah, a 1-0 win. An early goal for Martin Tarnat, 14th minute of the game, scoring that one and only goal. Bruno went off with an injury. Started in place of Shaban Kerr, who had a bit of a rough patch of form, but seems to be back to playing decent again. Bruno, I think is close to a return. He might be back for this game. If not, he'll be back very soon. But Chelsea wanted me to play more. Nuno Espirito Santo's the Chelsea manager, and he wants us to play him a bit more. So we're going to try and do that. We've got a bit of revenge on Nurnberg in the German Cup, playing in the Olympiastadion in Berlin, because obviously our stadium I don't think is big enough. So we played in Hertha Berlin Stadium and ended up with the most gate receipts we've ever got in a match, which is really, really cool. And hopefully it means that we can look at maybe extending or even rebuilding a stadium. But a 3-2 home win against Nurnberg, a bit of revenge for them beating us or thrashing us in the league. Akashot got an early goal once again. It took just 6 minutes for us to get off to a good start. Nurnberg equalised fairly quickly. The Tuiler's Null scored on the 19th minute to equalise. 5 minutes into the second half, it was just a calamitous own goal by Nurnberg. Emmanuel Ibe went to head it back to the goalkeeper Methinia, who was completely oblivious. So Ibe just ended up heading it into his own net. Just a minute later, though, Nuremberg got it back to 2-2. Carsten Alren, the sort of attacking midfielder, scored and made it 2-2. But we won a penalty 5 minutes after that, which Andreev converted and got us a lead, 3-2 up. A late red card, Kevin Akashot got a straight red for a pretty bad tackle. So we ended with 10 men, but we held on, we defended, and we managed to get through to round 3 of the German Cup, which was our target, so that's good. But in the third round, we've got Bayern. So I think that's where that's going to end. No semi-final for us this year. Although we beat Dortmund last season, could we beat Bayern? We've never done it. And then the last 2 league games, the defeat against Leipzig was a write-off from the word go. We had a red card in 15 minutes and there was no way we were going to get anything from this. We only lost 3-0. I thought we were going to lose this about 6-0. So yeah, Afonso Sousa got a straight red card in the 15th minute, way too early. Like, he shouldn't have been sent off at all. I mean, he should. It was a bad tackle, but there's no call for that. I don't know what he was thinking. Leipzig just, look at that, 32 shots to 5. Like, Leipzig just completely dominated this match from start to finish. If it had been 11v11, it may still have been the same. I think they would have won, maybe not by 3. But with 11 men, we could have at least tried and put up a fight. But it was 2 first half goals for Leipzig. Mamadou Doumbia, the left back, scored on the 27th minute to give them the 1-0 lead. And then Vita Arp scored a penalty, which was given by VAR. That was on 36 minutes. And then Arp scored Leipzig's third goal in the first minute of stoppage time. 3-0 home win for the champions. We didn't stand a chance. Let's move on. The last match, it was a narrow 1-0 defeat against Wolfsburg. They had a lot of shots, but none of them were really that threatening. I mean, 9 shots on target out of 23. Stakura has been playing in goal. I've dropped Schossler because he chipped 5 against Nurnberg and just hasn't really been doing as well. Stakura's in because his rate is slightly better as well. So, and he made a number of good saves. Wolfsburg did get the 1 goal, and it was a Justin Kluivert just after the hour, scoring the only goal of the game. We just really struggled, and we have been struggling to get enough shots away. And yeah, the form's taken a bit of a dive. We've done a team meeting recently, so hopefully that will help us out. Morale is more or less good. A couple of unhappy players. Janssen wants to leave because we blocked a move, and then he wanted a new contract, and now he doesn't even want that. He just wants to leave. And who is the other unhappy player? Tim Demelt. We tried to offer him out in the summer, and he wasn't happy about that, so he's not happy either. So, into the game against Com. We've got a good record. We won 5 out of 6. We lost the other one. So, hopefully we can get a good result here. We need a good result. Hopefully this will be it. It's midfield that's causing us problems at the moment because we've got a lot of midfielders, and it's a struggle to know which ones to play. So this is the team we're going to go with. Stakura's going to retain his place in goal. He's been solid, like we've conceded, but he's made some saves. Belskas returns at left back. He's been out with an injury. Vimola goes to the bench. I think it's Vimola because there's a Czech player called Vidra, Matej Vidra, who I think plays for Burnley. So I'm going to go with Vimola. Sally and Riccioli at centre-back. They're our first choice pair. Sally is probably on his way out very soon, the captain, but we'll see if he can do well this season. We might keep him on. Yannick at right wing back. It's either him or Kircher, and neither are really playing well. Souza and Chetin playing behind Fabian Haag. Kier on the left, Strebel on the right, Tarnat up top. Injury wise, Demel is out with an injury at the moment. He's going to be out for a week or so with a hamstring injury. And Gunther Burkhardt's got a lower back stress fracture. He's out for about another couple of weeks. So midfield, a little bit hit at the moment, but let's see if we can get a good result here. Right, passionate team talk. Time to put an end to this poor run of form. We're in need of a big win, so hopefully this will be it. Our goal difference has taken a hit because we've had the 5-2 loss last episode, lost 3-0 to Leipzig. So yeah, the goal difference has taken a hit. Let's see if we can get a good result here. And we're doing well so far. We're having the possession. We're having a few more shots, and we've got a corner here, and it's Afonso Souza with it. And Sally with a header, and he scores. Well, I was saying he might be on his way out at the end of the season, but the captain has put us 1-0 up in 23 minutes. Good goal from the set piece. Not often we score from them. We're 1-0 up. We see it again from the corner. Sally, I think, was also facing away from goal. He turns and wins the header. And Timo Horn, who is still in goal for Colm, can get a hand to it. But that's how old's Horn now? It must be like 30s? 34. Oh, another corner just a few minutes after that. And he's done it again. What on earth is going on? 2 set-piece goals. Sally gets both goals. Goodness me. I think we found Colm's weakness, and that's set pieces. 2 corners from Souza, 2 headers by Sally. Horn came out and just didn't even make an effort to catch it. And here is Souza, and here is the double goal scorer Sally. How often do you get hat tricks for defenders? It must be very, very rare, if it ever happens at all. Tarnat, he's lost up to Cozziello. He goes back to Timo Horn, it goes long, and here's Kennedy. And sliding tackle attempted, but not one. Tillman's got the ball here, and Sakura makes a save. Belskas back at the inverted wing-back today. Vimola's been alright. He's been very inconsistent. He'll have a really good game, but then he might have a stinker. Like you saw last episode, he got a 5.9, I think. Game before that, he scored on his full debut, and had a great game. So, yeah, he's very, very inconsistent. Second half, we are 2-0 up. We're looking good. Colne have had a couple of efforts. Another corner here. Oh, he's hit the bar. Who was that? Was that Sally again? I think it was Strebel. Just look at Yannick in space on this right wing back. Oh, he's found him. Well done. And he's put a cross in there. Kier's got to score that, and he does. It's 3-0. God, this is the performance we've been needing. Either the team meeting was good, or Colne are absolute rubbish. It might be a mix of both, but we're 3-0 up. We're only 4 minutes into the second half. Strebel finds Yannick on the overlap, and Yannick with the cross in there, and Kier with A bit of a clumsy volley, but he manages to get it. It kind of hits his thigh and goes in. But we are dominating this game. Tarnat's not been involved too much, but we've got 3 goals. I don't mind who scores. Anyone can. I'm glad that we have goal scorers that aren't just strikers. Like, oh wow, well that's a okay. There's a corner, but that was an amazing ball. Strebel couldn't quite find the goal. I think the keeper made a decent save. Another set piece for Afonso here, and it's headed away. Sally went for it. He's been forced out by a great sliding tackle by Salvati Chetin. Not sure how much involvement he's going to get. And that's it. That was Sally's header. I think it was Sally's header anyway. Again, the possession's given away from a throw-in. I don't mind when it's us that wins the ball, but it just happens way too often. Tarnat with a ball out to Strebel, who can maybe put it back into the area here. That's a great cross. And Kier's got it. It's 4-0. 2 goals for Kier, 2 for Sally. And Sabé Kerr is back in good form again. The injury to Bruno has given him more starts, and he's been very, very good. Bruno not quite fit to make the bench today. But yeah, this is an incredible performance. We've really needed this, and hopefully this is going to be a massive confidence boost as well. We've had not a lot to do defensively. Stakura, I think, has had 1 save to make. But we've been just brilliant going forward. Horn's having a nightmare. Oh, the whole team is. Cosiello with a free kick for Colne. Lays it off for Kennedy. Cosiello has it back and finds, or tries to find Salato, who's managed to keep it in play. Kennedy goes for goal and can't get that on target. Alright, we are going to take off Tarnat. We're going to play Christopher Janssen up top. Let's see if we can get him a goal. I don't think he's got one yet this season. Okay, Sosa is now going to come off. We'll bring on, I don't know, Sal, is he in Metzala? No, he's not. We'll put Haag back and we'll stick Sal in that spot there. DLP support. And we've got one more change we can make, which I think we'll do like right at the end of the game just to run the clock down. But a 4-0 win here. Really, really, really good performance. Last change is going to be Agashot on for Strebel. Colne have not really looked like scoring in this game. This has been a dominant display by us, and it's been needed, definitely. 2 goals for Sally from the set pieces, both assisted by Sosa. 2 goals for Shabankir in the second half as well. Just an all-round incredible performance. That might say a bit more about how bad Colne are, though, than how good we are. But that hopefully will shoot us a little bit up the table. So according to the inbox, we're in 10th. There are still some teams to play on the Sunday, but that's a good result. And we've got Schalke, the leaders, next. That's going to be tough. But after Bayern, seems like we have a good run, actually. Paderborn, Stuttgart at the bottom 2. And then Hanover in 9th and then Eintracht to 16th. So after Bayern, it looks like we have a pretty good run before the winter break. So hopefully we can get a good number of points from those. Like, I don't know, maybe like 8 points, something like that. That would be nice. Mainz are at home against Hertha. If they win, they will leapfrog us. It's a 0-0 draw. We stay in 10th place. Fantastic. We're not quite in the top half, but like I said, a win will see us maybe up into 6th place if other results go our way. So, like I said, it's still plenty of time for the season for us to put together a good run of form. Like I said, we've got 4 winnable games coming up. So if we can get results against them, then that will hopefully push us up the table a little bit. We need that top half finish this season. We've got this season and next season to get to Europe, of course. Otherwise, it will be the end of the series. So, yeah, we need to put together some good performances, and that's the start of one maybe. But we've got 2 tough games next. We've got Schalke, who are leaders, and then Bayern, who are 3rd. So we've got 2 very tough games, and then we have a bit of an easier one. So I'm going to do just 4 games off camera. We'll play Hanover, and then we'll come back for our winter break. And if there's any transfers, I'll talk through those. But we'll do Hanover next time, because we already done Frankfurt this season, and they're not exactly a threat to us at the moment in 16th. So yeah, I think we'll do Hanover instead. But that is going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. I will see you next episode, like I said, for Hanover. And yeah, let's see if we can put together a good run of form. That might be the start of a good run there, a 4-0 win at home there. And if we can get something against those 2 tough games against Schalke and Bayern, then hopefully we'll shoot ourselves up that table, but we'll have to wait and see. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.